Hi, I'm Renee Garvin. I'm a physical therapist in the chronic pain department at Kaiser Santa Rosa. Thank you for joining me today to perform your total body reconditioning exercise program. Please have a chair, a yoga strap, a towel, and an exercise mat, as well as hand weights nearby. Let's get started. So let's go ahead and get into our standing posture and alignment. And so let's just take us through some breathing and think about where your feet are. You want to have your feet in neutral. Your knees should be soft. Remember to keep your shoulders away from your ears, so relaxed and down. And just take a few deep breaths, and we'll think about our lengthening posture as you stand here. And inhale and exhale. And remember that imaginary string on the top of your head as if it's pulling you up. And another string here on your sternum to just kind of allow your chest to remain open. So this is your standing alignment posture for our exercises. And I'll remind you of that as we go along. So let's go ahead and get started with the floating palms. So we'll float our hands out to the side. As we take an inhale breath, we'll gently move our hands up to about chest level, gently pressing our hands out in front on the exhale. We'll come back in on the inhale. And then we'll take it out to the sides with the next exhale. And then we'll bring it out in front as if you're going to hug somebody, and then bring them back into your heart. And then we'll take it up and over as far as you feel comfortable on the exhale. Now turn your palms to face the floor and inhale on the way back down again. And then you're going to finally exhale as your hands go out to the side. So let's try that again, keeping your posture. So feet are neutral, knees are soft. Let's take an inhale and an exhale. And then another inhale and an exhale. Gentle, soft breathing, keeping your posture in alignment as you bring your arms and hands out in front on the next inhale and back in towards your chest. Exhale now as you take it up and over with your palms facing the ceiling if you can. And then slowly lowering back down again, inhaling. And then a final exhale out. All right, we'll try one more. Inhale, exhale. Keep your head neutral as you bring it back in with an inhale. And an exhale out to the sides. And then another inhale, nice and soft as you come out in front, and then back toward your chest. And then an exhale. And it's okay if you're not breathing the same as I am, just keep your breathing going. Nice and slow, controlled movements, nothing forceful. And then finally, we bring our hands back down again. All right. So we're still going to keep our posture. Let's go on to the next exercise. We're going to start this next one with our hands resting at our sides. We'll take an inhale in. And as we exhale, we'll just rotate so that our hands and palms face the front. And then we'll just release them back to the start position. So we can inhale and exhale. And then we'll release back. So we'll try a couple more of those. And remember, you're keeping your posture. Don't let your knees lock out, so you want to soften your knees. Release back down. Keep your head neutral, your shoulders relaxed, and then relax back down again. All right, the next one we'll do is we'll clasp our hands together. So still maintaining our neutral stance and posture, trying to keep your head on the string. Hands are together. We're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to raise your arms up in front of you, and then inhale and lower, relax everything back down again. So we'll try that a few more times. So remember, it's on your exhale where you're going to raise your arms. And remember, your tummy and your back muscles are also contracting, and then release back down again. So now all together, inhale. As you exhale, your arms come up, your tummy and your back comes away from your shirt, and then you inhale, release and relax. Tummy relaxes, we come back down again. So we'll try that one last time. And then you exhale. And remember, your arms don't have to come up that far. If you're having a bad day, you can just do halfway and then release back down again. All right, let's go ahead and we'll separate our hands. Actually, we'll crisscross our hands in front. So we're going to take an inhale as we bring our arms up to wherever you can, and then exhale, slowly lowering back down again. Really control that lowering. We'll do a few more of those. So on the inhale, bring your arms up, and on the exhale, lower your arms down. I just want you to try to coordinate your breathing with your movements. So it requires a little bit more mindfulness and focus, attention to your breath. Exhale back down again. Last time as we crisscross. Inhale as much as you feel you can, raise your arms up and over. Exhale, lower back down again. All right. Next one we'll do is our head and neck movements. So get into your posture if you've kind of lost it a little bit. Feet are neutral, knees are soft. Remember, shoulders are away from your ears. Let's get our neutral focus. So head is in neutral. We'll take an inhale and an exhale. And on that breath, you're going to slowly begin to lower your head down and forward. Nice and slow, controlling the movement. And then you want to take another breath. And then reverse, bringing your head slowly back up again to that neutral start position. All right, we're ready to go to our sides. So we'll inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to slowly turn your head over towards one direction as if you're going to go to your shoulder. Breathe again here and slowly bring it back to the center. Very slow and controlled. We're back at the center. Let's go to the other side. Take another inhale. On your exhale, you're going to turn your face over to the other side. And then on your next breath, slowly coming back around. And you always stop at this center position and just kind of get yourself together here. Now another inhale, and on this exhale, you're going to tip your ear just a little bit over towards one shoulder. Remember, you don't want to bring your shoulder up, so you want to keep it down. And then slowly, with your next breath, bring your head and your face back to the vertical position. And then the other direction, the other ear to the other shoulder. Don't force anything. Keep your posture, knees soft. And then bring yourself back up again. All right, let's go back into the rotation. So we're going to turn again. Now this time, remember, you can tip your chin down if you'd like to get a little bit more of a stretch through your neck area here. Look down to the floor. And then bring yourself back up to the turn position and then back around to the center. So let's go the other side. So we're going to turn. And if you'd like, you can drop your chin down, looking to the floor. Remember, you could reach your hands down to the floor to give yourself a stretch. You come back up again, and then you come back around to the center position. All right, let's let our arms hang in front. We're going to slowly raise our arms up, just out in front of you, just to about shoulder level, and then you're going to turn them so your palms face up, and you're going to lower them back down again. All right, so let's do that with the breathing. So we're going to inhale, and then we'll turn and exhale down. All right, so this is a good time to check in with your posture as you inhale with the arms up, exhale, lower them down. So remember, your knees want to stay soft. You want to relax your feet into neutral stance. Let's try a couple more. Inhale as you come up, and your head and neck is still in that neutral position. Now you can also add in the full body. So remember here, you can come up on your tippy toes as you bring your arms up, and then as you lower down, you can kind of go down into a little bit of a squatted position. So that's optional. So we'll do one more. We're just bringing our arms to about shoulder level, turning so the palms face up, lowering down, squatting. And then here we are back at the center neutral position. All right, I'm going to turn so you can see I'm putting my hands behind me. This next one, you want to get your hands behind your body. Remember, we're going to inhale. As you exhale, that's where you start to lift your hands away from your body and then release back down again. It's not too far of a lift. So inhale. As you exhale, lift your hands. Remember to pull your tummy and your back away from your shirt to engage your muscles there, and then relax. So I'll turn back this way and do a couple more with you. Inhale. Even if you can't lift your arms off, you can wiggle your fingers behind you, release back down again. So keeping your posture, you don't want to lose your posture and go forward. So one last time. And then as you exhale, and then come back down again. All right, let's let our arms just hang in front. We're going to go on to our shoulders. So let's do our left shoulder first. All right, very slow, controlled motion here, remember? Let's just take a breath, get into our alignment. And then with the left shoulder, you're going to just raise it up just a little bit as if a little string was pulling it up. And then you're going to release it back down again. Okay? Now on the left side, let's go forward. So a little string is going to pull you forward. Your whole body stays in that neutral alignment. And then you release this shoulder blade back to the neutral. All right, next is the downward direction, as if your shoulder blade had a little string on it. And you were just kind of going downward. And then you're going to come back to neutral. Last time on the left is going to go backwards, very small little motion, and then we return it to the neutral position. Okay, so we're ready to put it all together on the left side. So that means we're going to come up, go forward, bring it down, and then gently move it back. So try it again. We'll bring it up, go forward, move it down, and back. So remember, we have to breathe here, so we're going to take it up on the inhale, forward, down as we exhale, and then back. So let's try one last one. Remember to breathe, forward, exhale as we come down and back. All right, let's just let the left arm relax. All right, just kind of reorient your posture again. Let's go over to the right side. So let's take the right shoulder just a little bit up, very small motions, and then control it as you come back down again. Right? All right, let's go backwards this time. On the right side, we're going to go back, very little motion, and then we return. So it's a lot about this posture that we're holding. Now on the right side, let's go down. So a little downward direction with that shoulder blade, and then we're going to come back to neutral. Last one on the right side, a little string is going to pull you forward, imagining a little string, and then it releases you back. Okay, so on the right side, we're going to put it all together. Keep those knees soft. Bring it up, move it back, gently drop it down, and we bring it forward. So remember to breathe as you come up, move it back, and drop it down, and forward. Remember to let that arm hang relaxed. And remember, you can always do 50% less. Nothing is forceful. Let's try one more as we take it up, back, down, and forward. Okay, we're going to go back over to the left. We have to do the other direction now. So we're on the left shoulder. We're going to take the left shoulder up. We're going to move it back. We're going to drop it down, and we're going to bring it forward. So remember to let the left arm just hang relaxed as you take it up, back, down, and forward. And this isn't a big, huge movement. So let's remember to breathe as we inhale and take it up, back, down, and forward. And the last time now on the left, up, back, down, and forward. Okay, back over to the right. So remember to stand with your posture, just reminding everybody. We'll take the right side up, move that side forward. Now bring it down and back. So the arm just hangs relaxed. Hopefully you can just kind of let that relax as you take it up, forward, down, and back. Let's try a couple more on the right. Inhale and exhale. And remember, it's okay to do less. Less is more. Last time, up, forward, down, and back. All right, so we've done each shoulder by itself. Now we're going to put both shoulders together. So ready to go, we're going to take both shoulders up. We're going to move both shoulders back, gently drop them down, and then bring them forward. And breathe with this as we take it up, back, down, and forward. So remember to modify this movement if you need to. That just means doing less. Remember, no forcing or pinching. Remember to breathe, keep your knees soft. And we'll do one last one in this direction, taking it up, gently moving it back, softly dropping it down, and then we come forward. But we're not done yet. I'm going to switch directions on you. We're going to come up, go forward, both shoulders if you can, down, and back. So it's up, forward, down, and back. Breathing with this last one, forward, down, and back. Okay. Next one we're going to do is start with our palms together. All right, we'll just kind of give ourselves a second here to get into our alignment and posture. And when you're ready, on the inhale, we'll take the hands and arms up as far as you feel you can over your head. And then we'll open the hands as we come down and around on the exhale, and then come back together. So we'll try that a few more times. So we'll take it up, and then we'll open, and you can either keep your elbows straight as you lower them down, or you can bend them. So we'll give you a few more times and we'll see what you can do. Inhale up, and exhale down. Nice and slow, no fast movements here. Keep your knees soft as we take it up, and open, down, and around. All right, let's just do one more of those floating palms, the one we did at the beginning. So just kind of stand in your posture. We'll take an inhale as we float our hands up, and an exhale as we gently press out. And then we'll come back in with the inhale, and then take it out with the exhale. And then a gentle forward direction as we hug somebody in front of us and then bring them into our heart. Take it up with your palms facing the ceiling. And then if you can, lowering your palms, inhaling, and then that final exhale out. All right, now we're ready to go to our arm reach. So the arm reach is where you want to just straighten one arm up as if you're reaching for the ceiling, and the other hand down here you can reach down to the floor. And then we're going to switch. So reaching as if you're lengthening and elongating the side of your body, and then we'll switch. Reaching. And last time we'll switch. Reaching, keeping your vertical alignment, your head is in neutral, and then we'll lower that arm back down again. Okay, now we're going to do trunk rotation. So with this one, you can keep your arms resting at your sides. I'll do one of those first. We're just going to slowly rotate or turn your body over towards one side. Inhale, and then as you exhale, you're going to bring yourself back through the center and go to the other side. Inhale, and exhale back to center. So if you'd like to, you can hold your arms up and rotate with your arms up. Remember, it's a slow, controlled movement, not trying to force or push anything. And you do want to keep your knees soft and your shoulders are relaxed, so you don't want your shoulders up by your ears. Another rotation, one side, breathing, and then coming through center and the other side. All right, now we can bring our arms down for a second. I'm going to separate my feet, so one foot is going to go in front of the other in a staggered stance. And I'm going to just get my coordinated positioning here. So you want to get your balance. You're going to shift forward and back. Keep both feet flat. And then you could bring the arms into it. So the arms start here. As we shift forward, you're going to reach your arms and hands out. As you shift back, you're going to open your arms and hands and come back to the center position. So we'll inhale as we shift forward, exhale as we shift back. All right, let's try that a couple more times. So remember, you're keeping your posture here as you're shifting, using your stomach muscles. And we'll come back. All right, so we have to switch sides, so I'm going to put the other foot in front. And remember to get your balance and feel safe with your positioning. So remember, shift forward and shift back. And then we'll bring the arms into it as we inhale forward, open, exhale, come back. All right, a few more times with that one. And come back. So working the legs, the arms, keep your head and neck in good alignment. And come back. All right, last time as we inhale and exhale, we come back. All right, now we'll come back to our standing neutral posture. Next, we're going to do arm circles. So the arms you can either raise up or you can hold down here. So I'll start down here, and we're going to do some arm circles. And if you'd like, you can move your arms up to a higher level, keeping the shoulders away from your ears. Remember to breathe. All right, let's switch direction. So if you can, keep your arms up. If you need to, you can lower your arms down. And just remember to focus in on your posture and your breath as you're doing the arm circles. All right, and then we'll lower the arms back down again, just let them rest and relax. Next, we're going to move into our hip circles. So remember, if you can't do the circles, you can just start by shifting side to side. Just a gentle shift of your weight side to side. And if you'd like, you can then move into a circular movement, hip circles, hula hips, whatever you'd like to call it. Your arms can rest at your sides. Remember, you're letting your knees stay soft. And then we're going to switch direction. So we're going to switch to the other circular direction. You might want to pay attention to keeping your tummy and your back muscles away from your shirt. So to kind of engage those muscles there to help you support your spine. And remember to breathe. Shoulders stay away from your ears. Okay. Now we're going to come back to center. Actually, we're going to separate our feet a little bit. We're going to start to shift side to side. All right, so kind of let those knees bend if you can, side to side. All right, we're going to bring one arm across, and then we reach it, and across, and we reach, and across. So remember, balance and coordination here, using your arm and your stomach and your back, your legs. All right, let's stop, and then we'll switch. The other arm comes across. So we're going to shift side to side. And then we're going to go ahead with the arm, shift. Now the head can stay neutral, or you can look at your hand if you want to get your neck and head a little bit more into the exercise. Shift side to side using your legs. And you could keep your arm at a lower level if that works better for you. Okay, now we're going to work on some balance. So you can get a chair to help you with your balance, or you can stand next to a counter or something sturdy. And what we're going to do is we're going to come up on our tippy toes and hold that for 3 seconds. And then slowly lower down, really slow and controlled here, lowering back down again. And then we're actually going to come back on our heels and lift our toes up off the floor and try to hold that for 3 seconds. So let's do that for a few more times then, holding on to the chair or something. If you need to, we lift and hold for 3 seconds. We lower slowly back down again, and then we come back on our heels and lift our toes. So keeping our posture and alignment. Let's try that. Up, hold, and lower down. Back on our heels, lifting our toes, keeping our posture. Try that a few more times as we come up. Keeping the shoulders relaxed and away from your ears. So when you come back on your heels, remember you don't want to lose your posture and go backwards like this. You want to try to maintain posture. All right. Up. Remember to breathe. Don't hold your breath. Just because we're holding a position, don't want to hold your breath. And back. And again, up and down. You can do this in sitting. If you need to sit, you can always do this in sitting. Okay, now we're going to keep the chair here because we're going to work on balance next. So you can hold on to the chair for balance, and you can just lift one foot and hold it. And if you get stronger, you can take your hand away from the chair. You'll feel a little wobbly, but you should be able to hold your balance for about 10 seconds to start with, and then we'll switch to the other foot. Holding, holding. So really working your stomach and your back muscles here to help keep you in good alignment and posture. Imagine that string pulling your head, and then we'll stop. All right, then we're going to do our calf stretch. So you can use the chair if you'd like, or you can just use your body to hold yourself on. One foot goes behind. You're going to lean forward into that front leg. Keep the back heel down and back. All right, so let's hold this for about 20 to 30 seconds. You want to just keep breathing here. Remember, don't hold your breath. Check in with your posture. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. You may need to really use the chair to help support your back, and that's okay. Breathing. So we're going to hold it for about another 5 seconds. Okay, and then we'll switch to the other side. So remember, you want to feel the stretch in your back leg. You want to keep that heel down. If the heel lifts up, you're not going to be able to get a good stretch. So let's hold this for about 15 more seconds here. You want to try to hold each stretch for 20 to 30 seconds. Keeping your shoulders away from your ears. Relax other parts of your body. Breathing. Okay, and then we'll come up out of the calf stretch. Now if you need to, you can keep your chair around for balance on this next one. We're going to go into the squat position. So that just means that you're going to squat down into this position and hold it there for about 5 seconds to start with. You may get better and you may be able to hold it for longer. And then we'll come back up. We'll try a few more of those. So you can hold on to the chair and pretend you have another chair behind you, like you're going to sit in it, and hold that. Remember, your tummy and your back muscles are doing the work too to help support your spine. And then we'll come up. Try a couple more. Come down. Your hands can rest on your thighs, or they can just hang to the side. That was a little bit of a longer hold. That's good. You're probably getting stronger. All right, let's do one more squat position. We'll hold it here. Remember to keep your shoulders relaxed, face and neck relaxed as much as you can. And then slowly come back up again. Okay, for this next stretch, you may need a towel or a yoga strap. So I'm going to go ahead and get my yoga strap here. You may need to actually hold on to something for balance as well. This is the quadricep stretch. So if you can't reach for your foot, you may need to use a yoga strap. So let's put the yoga strap here. And then you're going to pull up like this. You want to feel this stretch in the front of your thigh. So I'm holding on to the chair for balance. Remember to keep your posture. You don't want to arch your back. And you're breathing. Let's hold it for a few more seconds. You want your knee to point down to the floor, not out in front. All right, and then we're going to switch. I think I can do this without holding on. Okay. You can also use a piece of furniture or a chair behind you that you could rest your leg on if you couldn't reach for your foot like this. And this is also working on one-legged balance too. Let's hold it here for a few more seconds to stretch the front of our thigh muscle here. Okay. Now we're going to go on with some other balance and leg exercise work in standing. You may want to keep your chair because some of you may need this for balance. So let's go ahead. We're going to move one leg out to the side, holding it there for 3 seconds. and then slowly lowering it back in again, and then point that whole leg out to the front and make a half circle from front to back, and then back to center. All right, we're going to repeat that on the same leg a few more times. Out to the side, hold, and lower back, and then point it out to the front and make a half circle from front to back. And again, remember our posture is important. Pull your tummy and your back away from your shirt so you're using those muscles. Keep your standing leg soft, and remember to breathe. All right, let's try a couple more as we lift that leg out to the side, really feeling it on that standing leg. Lower that leg down, point it out to the front. Very controlled movements here. We're not going too fast. All right, this is the last one as we take it out to the side. Hold it, lower it back in, and then to the front as we make a circle, half circle from front to back. All right, now we're going to work the other leg. So you may need to get on the other side of your chair here. All right, ready? Standing up with good alignment and posture. Move that leg out to the side. Hold it for 3 seconds. And then we're going to lower it back in. We're going to point that whole leg out to the front and make a half circle from front to back. All right, we're going to do a few more. So we're going to lift it up, hold it, and lower it, and then the leg is out in the front. Remember to breathe, keep your posture, shoulders relaxed. So do what you feel you can. Out to the side, back to center, to the front, half circle from front to back, working the hip muscles, the back muscles, the leg muscles. All right, let's do a couple more as we take it out to the side. Lower it back down to center, point it out to the front, and around. Last time as we take it out, hold it, breathe, back in, point the leg out to the front, make a half circle, and then that's it. Okay, we're going to continue with the standing exercises, what we just did, except now we're going to do our circle from back to front. All right, so here we go with the leg lift out to the side, holding it there, keeping your posture neutral and vertical as you lower that leg back into center. Now you're going to point the whole leg to the back, make a circle from back to front, and then back to center. All right, a few more on this leg, holding it out to the side, and lowering it back down. Point that leg to the back. You can keep your toe in contact with the floor or lift it up just slightly. Make sure your posture is neutral. That's the key here. Leg lift out to the side and lower it back in. Move it to the back. Make your circle from the back to the front. All right, last time on this leg, out to the side, hold it. Keep your standing knee soft. You can feel it definitely in your standing leg. Back, circle to the front. All right, we're ready to switch legs there. So, we're going to lift it out to the side, holding it, keeping that posture, lowering it back down, point that leg out to the back, and make a half circle from the back to the front. All right, let's try a few more here. Out to the side, hold, and back into center, point it out to the back, and the half circle from the back to the front. All right. Out to the side, keeping your stomach and your back muscles engaged, lowering that leg down, and then pointing the leg to the back, around to the front. Last time, got to remember to breathe, don't hold your breath. Try to keep your posture, working the hips and the back on both sides. Point the leg out to the back, half circle from back to front. All right, and we're done. You probably need to march around a little bit, get the blood flowing again in your legs. All right, we're going to get the weights out. We're going to do some arm weight exercises. Now that you have your hand weights or your elastic tube, we're going to go ahead and start the arm weights. So the first one will be raise your arms up to the front and slowly, very slowly with control, lower your arms down, and then they're going to come back behind your body just a little bit, but not so much that you lose your posture and alignment. All right, so we're going to take it up again, and then very slow and with control. Remember your posture here, using your stomach and your back muscles. And then we're going to take it up behind your body just a little bit like this. And then we'll try that a few more times. Up in front, and very slow. Don't just let the weights pull your arms down, and back behind you. And remember to breathe. So you want to exhale as you raise the arms up, and inhale as you lower back down again. So we exhale, raising them up, and inhale, lowering back down. Now you could do this in sitting or standing. Let's try a couple more. Remember, when you're standing, you want to keep your knees soft and your shoulders are away from your ears, lowering slowly down and back behind you. One last time as we come up in front, and slowly, with control, lowering back down and then back behind you just for a second or two, holding it there. All right, that's that one. Now we're going to come up in front of us. We're going to start with our hands down in front. We're going to bring them up. This is the upright row as you lower down. Nice and slow and controlled in front of your body. And remember to breathe. Just pick one that you're inhaling and one that you're exhaling with. So your elbows kind of point out to the sides. You want to try to keep your wrists neutral. And don't let your shoulders shrug up to your ears. So you want to keep your shoulders relaxed and down. And you're still working your stomach muscles, so think about those as well, keeping your posture in alignment. Up and lower. Let's try a couple more of those. Up and down. And really work slow so you can really work those muscles, and lower back down again. All right. We're going to go out to the side. Arms are going to go out to the side. So we're going to raise the arms up and out to the side, and then slowly, with control, lower back down again. All right. Remember to breathe. Now you don't have to go all the way up, so if you can only go halfway, that's fine. That's okay to start with. And then back down. So a few more times on this, up and out to the side, and then lower down. Trying to keep that posture. You may need to sit. Maybe you want to take a break if you need to. Up and lower back down again. Last time, as you raise up and lower back down again. All right, let's move on to bicep curls. So here we go with bending at your biceps and straightening. Nice and slow again. Don't rush through these. Also, you want to make sure your wrists don't bend like this. We don't want any bent wrists, so keep them straight and neutral. All right, nice and slow. Keep the elbows in at your rib cage at the side of your body. Bend and straighten. So remember, you want to inhale and exhale. So exhale as you bend. Inhale as you straighten. Exhale as you bend. Inhale as you straighten. A few more of these. Bicep curl. Exhale as you bend. And inhale as you straighten. Exhale. And inhale. Last time. Exhale and inhale. All right, we work the biceps. Let's work the triceps. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing here. All right, we're going to stagger our stance, get our arms back behind us. I'm going to look straight ahead so I'm not turning my neck. You're going to straighten your arms and elbows back, and then you bend your elbows. Straighten and bend. Slow and controlled. Straighten and bend. Right? Keeping the shoulders relaxed. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. You want to keep this arm right here. You don't want to let it move up and down, so keep it right there. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. And you can also do those over your head as well. But we're going to do them this way right now. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Okay. Now we'll want to get our exercise mat and bring your weights down to the floor with your exercise mat. Now you're down on your back for the floor routine. So your knees are bent, your feet are flat, a little separation between them. We're going to start with knee rocks or leg lowers. So lowering both legs slowly over towards one direction, and then take an inhale breath. And as you exhale, bring your legs back up again using your abdominal muscles, pulling your belly button to your spine, coming back up to center. Other direction, legs go over to the other side. Inhale. And as you exhale, abdominals contract, legs come up to the center. One more time to each side. So you inhale once you get there, and you exhale, slowly coming back up again using your abdominals to help. Last time to the second side, lowering over, inhaling, and then exhaling, using your abdominals to come back up again. Now we're going to do knee to chest. So one knee comes towards you. You can hold on to it. We're going to make ankle and foot circles. Slow and controlled. The other leg can be straight if you'd like, or somewhere in between, bent and straight. Now let's switch the circle direction. So keep the breathing going and just do controlled circles. Another few seconds on this side. And then we're going to put that first leg down. Let's bring the second leg, knee to chest. You don't have to force it or pull it towards you. Just hold it where it's comfortable and start your ankle and foot circles. Really slow, controlled circles with intention and focus. Let's switch that direction. We'll do a few more to the other side. Okay, we're going to go on to the hamstring stretch. That's the back of your knee or the back of your thigh. If you need to, you can use a yoga strap. Bring that around your leg, and then you're going to straighten your knee as much as you can to get a stretch back here. You can point and flex the foot if you'd like to, or you can just keep it relaxed. So we're going to hold this for about another 15 to 20 seconds. Breathing, don't hold your breath. This other leg can be straight or bent. All right, we're going to slowly switch to the other side, and I'll just show you what it looks like without the yoga strap on this side. You can reach up with your hands and just hold your leg here, flexing and pointing that foot to get a little deeper stretch into the calf and the hamstring. We've got a few more seconds to hold it here. And then we'll come back down again. All right, on to the piriformis stretch. So we're going to straighten one leg down, and you put the other one on top like this, and you're going to gently kind of bring your leg across your body, but not so much that you're twisting your spine. So you want to feel it in the outer hip region here, keeping the rest of your body in a neutral position. Feeling the stretch here on this side. If you need to, you can bend that knee on the bottom and still get the stretch here. All right, let's switch. I'll show you a different way on this other side. So this one is you pull this leg up like this, and you get the stretch over here. Hold it here for a few more seconds. Keep your breathing going. Relax your shoulders. Make sure you don't put extra tension in your shoulders or your neck. You want to hold these stretches for 20 to 30 seconds, and you could do more repetitions than I'm showing you. All right, now we're going to do total body stretch. So if you can, both legs go straight out and both arms reach overhead. And you're just going to reach and stretch and breathe as if somebody was pulling you from your hands and somebody's pulling you from your ankles, reaching and stretching. Now let's reach up a little bit higher with the right arm and away with the right foot. So you're lengthening and elongating the right side, and hold that for a few seconds. And then you're going to reach up a little bit higher with the left side, away with the left foot, and hold that for a few seconds, lengthening, and then come back to everything equal, breathing, reaching, stretching. You can point your toes, or you can flex your feet to get a different stretch through your lower legs. Now we're going to do pelvic rock. So begin by paying attention to your breath and not moving. And then once you have your breath in mind, I would like you to begin to move your pelvis. On the inhale breath, you're going to rock up and forward. On the exhale breath, you're going to rock down and back. Very small, controlled movements. Inhale, up and forward. Exhale, down and back. That should be the pace that you should be going at. So your inhale breath rocks you up and forward, and your exhale breath rocks you down and back. Relax your face, your jaw, your fingers, and your neck. Very small, controlled movements, nothing forceful. And remember, your breath is leading the movement. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Okay, now you're going to come to your neutral position. So you should probably be there anyway, close by. You don't want to arch your back and you don't want to press down right now. You want to be in neutral position. Take a breath and relax into neutral. Now let's practice our abdominal isometric. So we're going to take an inhale breath in. And as you exhale out, you're going to pull your tummy away from your shirt without tilting your pelvis. So no pelvis tilting here. You want to stay in neutral. Inhale, and as you exhale, just engage your abdominal muscles as well as your back muscles and hold that position for a few seconds and then relax. Now this is our starting position, neutral pelvic position. If you have hand weights nearby and you want to use them, go ahead and grab them. We're going to use them on the floor with some of our exercises. We're going to do arm reach and release. In this neutral position, we're going to reach our arms straight up to the ceiling. Now as we inhale, we're going to lift our shoulder blades up off the mat, and exhale, we're going to lower them back down. So it's not a lot of movement. Inhale, you're going to lift. Exhale, you're going to release. All right, let's keep going with that. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release, and at the same time, remember you're tightening your tummy on each exhale. So let's try a few more. Inhale, exhale, tighten your tummy as you release. Inhale. So your pelvis should not be moving. You're in neutral. Very controlled stabilization exercises. Inhale as you reach, exhale as you release. Now let's do 5 times on the right arm. Inhale and exhale. We're just doing the right arm. If you need to rest the left arm, you can, but if you can hold it up there, try to do that. All right. Just the right arm, inhale and exhale. You're still doing an isometric abdominal contraction on the exhale. Breathing. All right, now we're going to do the same thing, just 5 times on the left. Inhale, and exhale. Very controlled movement here with your arms. Really control the speed of your movement. Inhale and exhale. Your abdominals are working on each exhale breath, pulling in and back. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's bring both arms back together and we'll do a few more. At the same time, both arms coming up, both arms coming down. Reach and release. Reach and release. If you need to do this at a lower level, you can hold the arms down here like this. Or you can cross your arms and do this. Leg extension is next. So starting with both knees bent, remember you're keeping your neutral pelvic position. You're going to slide one leg out and then slide that leg back in. So then we alternate, other leg comes out and we come back in. So remember you want to breathe as you inhale, slide it out. As you exhale, slide it back. Keeping everything here neutral. You don't want any movement here. You may want to feel, make sure your hips are not moving. Let's keep alternating the legs out and in. And out and in. Keeping your abdominals isometrically contracted to maintain your proper alignment. Now if you want to add in the arms, we can add in opposite arm as the leg and then bring both of them back in, and then the other arm and the other leg goes out and then back in. Make sure that you're not arching your spine, so that may mean that you can only move your arm up to this level, and that's okay. Keep your spine down and maintain neutral position. So this should be a slow, controlled movement using your abdominals as the foundation. And you don't have to straighten your leg all the way. You can just go halfway with your leg if you can't straighten it all the way. Arm and leg. Come back in and abdominals working here, working your back. All right, last time. All right. Now we're going to come back to knees bent, feet flat, neutral position, and we're going to do foot lift. So you're just going to lift one foot up and then lower that foot back down again. And then the other side, lift the foot up, keeping your pelvis neutral here, and then lower that foot back down again. So if you feel like you're tilting your pelvis like that, you want to keep this from not going up too high. So let's try that a few more times. Just lifting your foot, and here we're bending at your hip. So just lifting the foot by bending here, down. Breathing, remember don't hold your breath. And lifting. Now, when you can make it a little bit harder, you can lift one foot, keep it up there, lift the other foot, both of them are up there now. Then you lower one down and the second one down. All the while keeping here, stomach muscles contracted. So you could try that once you get stronger. Lift, second foot, and you don't want to go beyond this 90-degree angle. You don't want your legs way up here. You want to keep them here. Lower down and lower. One last time. Lift, lift, lower, and lower. Back to knees bent, feet flat. We're going to do a leg extension where you're going to move at your leg, at your knee, and then lower it back in. Then you're going to alternate other leg. So your legs are parallel here. This is not lowering down. You want to keep it here and down. Keeping your pelvis neutral. Extend or straighten your knee, and then you flex it back down again. So you're extending and back down again. So you're not just working your leg, you're working your stomach. Tighten and pull your tummy muscles in, away from your shirt. Keeping your pelvis level. You may want to put your hands right here on the front of your hips Make sure you're not rocking and tilting. And then you can add in the opposite arm to this one as well. So the opposite arm as leg. When you kick your leg out, you raise your arm up. So you're getting the workout on your arms and your legs. Try to keep other body parts relaxed, especially your neck, your shoulder blades, your face, and your jaw. And last time. And we'll come back. Okay, we're ready to go on to leg lift. So one leg goes straight down on the mat, and the other leg you can keep bent. So remember, you want to contract and tighten your thigh muscle before you lift the leg. So tighten and contract. You're going to lift that leg just up a couple inches, hold it there for a few seconds, and then slowly come back down and relax. Relax the whole leg, and then recontract it again. Tighten, lift, hold, and slowly lower. So you want to inhale. As you exhale, lift, the tummy muscles contract, pull those in, hold, probably need to inhale, and then exhale again. All right, let's try a few more on that leg. Keep the breathing going. Working the leg as well as the back and your stomach. It's not how high you lift the leg, it's control of everything that you're doing. And lower back down again. All right, last time. Lift, hold, and lower back down. All right, we're going to switch and do the other leg. Straight leg, raise. Breathe, lift, hold, and lower down. So on your exhale, you tighten your tummy, pull it away from your shirt, tighten your back, hold, and lower down. If you can't lift one leg, you just keep it on the mat with a contraction of your thigh muscle. Lift, hold, and lower slowly. No crash landings. Let's try a few more on that second leg. Lift, hold, and lower. Working the thigh, the back, stomach. Last time, hold and slowly lower. All right, we're going to go back to the first leg. We're going to do a second leg lift exercise, very similar to the first. We're going to inhale, we're going to exhale and lift up just like you just did. Now we're going to move that whole leg out to the side a little bit, and then we're going to move it back in and then slowly lower back down again, right? So, and lift. We're going to move that whole leg out, not too far. You don't want your pelvis to start rolling, so you have to be keeping it close to you, back in and lower. So it's not too far of a movement out to the side. Very controlled, back in and lower. Remember, your stomach muscles doing the work here, your legs, your back, and lower. Try a few more. Keeping your kneecap pointing up to the ceiling, so you don't want to let your leg rotate and have your kneecap be facing off to the other direction, keeping it up and down. Last time, lift it out to the side, back in, and lower. All right, we're going to go to the other leg now. Lifting out to the side, keep the kneecap up, bring it back in, and slowly lower. Control the movement, don't just swing it out. Everything is in control. Tighten the thigh, use your stomach. These are not big movements, just maybe about a couple inches at the most. but very focused exercise. Okay, this will be the last one on this leg. You could always do more if you can. And back in again. All right, we're going to move on to bridges. So both knees bend up again, feet are flat. Little space between your knees and your feet. We're going to do a bridge. So you're going to lift up, hold it there for a few seconds, and then slowly return, lowering yourself back down again. Very much in control here. So you want to make sure your pelvis is level. So you may want to put your hands on top of your hips, lift up, make sure everything is level here. You hold there for a few seconds and lowering back down slowly and with control. So we'll try a few more of those just to warm our muscles up that we're going to be using next. You don't want to lift up so high that you put strain on your neck and your upper back. So you have to figure out what works best for you. Breathing, don't hold your breath. And lowering back down again. All right, we'll try a couple more. And back down. All right, this will be the last one of the basic bridge. Okay, but we're going to go right back up into the bridge because we're going to add something on now. So we're going to take it back up. Now you're going to touch your knees together and then you're going to separate them. So you stay in the up bridge position and touch and open. So working the inner and outer thighs a little bit more. If you can, staying in the up position. Touch and open. Touch and open. Touch and open. And touch and open. Lowering yourself back down again. Taking a rest, we're going to do another bridge variation. So we're going to come up into bridge position. Now we're going to lift one heel up, just the heel, and then lower it back down. And then you're going to switch and lift the other heel up and lower it back down. So you're just alternating heel lifts in the up bridge position. Lower and lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower everything back down again. Take a rest. We're going to do some more bridging. So we're going to come up, and if you can try to do a foot lift and lower, keeping your pelvis level. Foot lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, and lift and lower everything back down again. Now we're going to turn onto one side. Keep your knees slightly bent. You want to have your hips stacked on each other and your shoulders stacked on each other. So you want everything to be pointing up to the ceiling. Your feet are glued together. And we're going to do the clam. So we're going to just lift the top knee up, hold it there for a few seconds, and then slowly lower that knee back down to the bottom knee. So we're just opening up a little bit, but not rolling your body backwards. So, and your tummy muscles are engaging here, and lower back down again. So we're going to lift so the feet stay together, they're not lifting apart, and lower, and lift, not coming up too high, and lower, and lift. You don't want your body to roll backwards, so that's why you want to stay in this neutral alignment. Lower, and lift, and lower. Okay, now we're going to keep the bottom knee bent, and the top knee is going to straighten. So So now you have a straight leg on the top. You're going to lift and lower that top leg. So if you want to point your foot as you lift and flex your foot as you lower, that's an option. Just keep the breathing going and keep your abdominal muscles engaged. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. About this pace, a slow, controlled pace. Lower and lift and lower. All right, take that top leg down and give it a rest for a few seconds, but we're going to go right back up into leg circles. So bring that top leg up. You're going to do leg circles. One direction. And then the other direction. Leg circles. Control the circle. Keep your posture, abdominals, breath. And lower that leg back down again. And then one last one on the leg on the side is you're going to lift that leg. Now you're going to bend the knee as if you're going to bring your heel towards your bottom and then straighten the knee. So you're going to bend and straighten. And this thigh stays stationary, so you don't want it to move around too much. You want to just keep it there. Bend and straighten and bend and straighten. And lower that whole leg back down again. Now you need to roll over onto your other side. You're on your other side now. You're going to get in position. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked, knees are slightly bent, but remember you're not in the fetal position. Feet are glued together. Let's start with the clam. You're going to lift that top leg up, hold it there for a few seconds, and remember to slowly lower it down as if you're resisting something on the way down. All right? And so we're going to lift, hold, and slowly lower down. It's not a big movement. You don't want to roll backwards or forwards. Lift, hold, use your abdominal muscles here, and slowly lower down. And again, lift. Feet are staying together. You're not separating your feet. Lower down. And lift. And lower down. Let's straighten that top leg. Keep the bottom knee bent. We're going to lift the top leg up and lower it down. So you're going to lift. You can point your foot as you lift. Flex your foot as you lower. Point and flex and point and flex. And leg circles with the top leg circling. Control it. Make it a small, medium-sized circle. Abdominals engaged. One direction and then switch directions. And then give it a rest. We have one more on the side here. So that top leg is going to raise. You're going to bend your knee and bring your foot behind you as if you're going to kick yourself in the rear. And then straighten. You're going to bend and straighten. Slow and controlled. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. And lower that top leg down. And then it's time to roll over onto your stomach. All the way down flat with your forehead resting on top of your hands. Going to take an inhale breath. As you exhale, you're going to prop up onto your elbows, lifting your face off of the mat. Inhale and exhale here. And then slowly lower back down onto the floor again. And with your breath, inhale and exhale. Propping up. Keeping your head in good alignment. Breathe and lower back down again. And on your next exhale, prop up again. Remember, you're also pulling your tummy muscles in toward your back. From this position, you're going to push yourself back on into child's pose position with your arms outstretched in front, or you can have your arms resting alongside your body. Breathing and stretching here into the stretch. Hold it for about 20 to 30 seconds. And then you can come up onto your hands and knees position. If you need to, you can make fists with your hands, so you can have your wrists in a neutral position here. Remember your breath. As you inhale, you're going to gently stick your bottom out. As you exhale, you're going to tuck your bottom under. So you're going to inhale and exhale. You can move your head and neck as well. Inhale and exhale. It's a slow movement, very gentle and controlled. You can make it less. So you're kind of arching the back and then letting the back sag down. Arching. Okay, and then you're going to safely get yourself up off the floor, and thank you for exercising for me today. I hope to see you again soon.